What do it do, YouTube? It is your boys CJ and Tro who is outside today.
The sun, the
That
light.
it burns. Maybe one of
It
these days I'll do another
burns.
show outside. I remember I did a show outside with Natasha and Frank one time, and I was all kinds of distracted. There were bees flying all around me. I went to go get a beer. We were off topic too much. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Bad
I've
show.
come
But it's
out
in
of
the
I've come
archives
out
if
of
you want
the
to go watch
basement.
it. It's awesome. Um, you come out of the basement. There you go.
Yeah,
I don't live in the
everyone.
basement.
You
I live
know,
in my parents' house though.
yeah, every professional wrestling fan lives in their parents' basement. They don't like the sunlight. Touch grass.
I touched grass and I touched ass. So we're here today to review WWE Survivor Series 2019. Teams of five strive to survive the battle of the brands. This time, it's not just Raw versus SmackDown. There's another third brand getting tossed into the mix. And of course, we all know the brand NXT, ladies and gentlemen. So, earlier in the year, I believe a month or two prior, NXT moved to USA Network because they were going to go head to head with a brand new company owned by a young man by the name of by the name of Tony Khan. And
And boy, did
Tony
it go
Khan,
hard. Boy, did it not go good for WWE.
facts. Well, fantastic for WWE. Let me tell you,
No,
they were
no,
getting their
no, no.
asses whooped in the ratings.
They got their asses kicked pretty much
They
every
did. So they
week
moved
by
from
Dynamite.
Tuesdays. So then they moved from Tuesdays. I can't remember, or was it? No, they were on Wednesdays on USA,
Yeah,
and they moved
it
to
was the Wednesday
Tuesday.
Night Wars.
hmm On Wednesday Night Wars, NXT ended up losing, so they bounced themselves off to Tuesday nights, which is turning out pretty good for them in the long run. AEW, on the other hand, they're
Works
still
out
on
better
Wednesdays.
for both fans.
Well, before we get to Survivor Series 2019, I think there's one thing we should discuss. That AEW, since we mentioned them, is that a beehive above your head?
We've been over this. No, it is not. I'm not
That's a
sitting
light?
under a beehive. No,
Okay.
it's just it's a decoration.
So it's not a beehive. Okay, good. So you don't got to
Yeah,
worry about getting
yeah.
stung.
I am not sitting under a beehive.
Okay. Anyway, this past week on AEW Dynamite. So last week, let's take it back to last week real quick. Last week they promoted, they being the EVPs, the Young Bucks, promoted that this week on AEW Dynamite they were going to air the backstage footage, the real backstage footage of what happened at Wembley Stadium because they just had to bring that up again. And I know CM Punk was asked about it on Ariel Helwani's show and he kind of lit the fire, but they didn't have to respond the way that they did. Do you think they did?
No,
Not giving away what they did yet.
I understand what they did. Like it's not something WWE would do, but that's AEW is not WWE, so
Right,
I understand their point of view. Like they kind of want to defend themselves.
right, right. Well, to defend themselves this past week on AEW Dynamite, they aired footage of what happened at Wembley Stadium. And they basically confirmed everything that CM Punk said happened. It was just a
More or less.
confirmation situation. Yes.
And hats
And
off to
with
AEW because everyone people were saying, "Oh, they're not going to actually show it." No, they did. I mean, they showed the
so
footage. There's no sound, but
they showed the footage, but I just have one question. And I think I speak for a lot of wrestling fans. All the feedback I've seen from this situation, even from diehard AEW fans, there's just one question on everybody's mind. Can you guess what that question is?
Why did Tony Khan fear for his life?
Why? Not that question, but just why? Why bring this up at all? Like, like
Because they
I
wanted
don't
a pop a rating.
understand. Then put good matches on, put good storylines on. That's how you pop a
They
rating.
they have well, they haven't been popping ratings with that, but they have been having like quality stuff. And all this did was get them with another what was it, another 1,000 viewers or something like that. They got 819 opposed to 719 from the week before. So
If they're doing bad numbers, they're probably not putting that good of content on television. I mean, that should say something when you're not getting the ratings you. I don't know. What I don't know. What do I know?
they did
Uh,
all they
I,
did all they did all that just for another 1,000 viewers.
yeah.
Most of which won't even be tuning in again.
And, and folks, by the way, if you guys want to see the footage, good luck finding it because Tony
Yeah.
Khan is clapping everybody that shares it. Which another thing, if you don't want it shown, if you don't want that video shared around, why did you put it on your own program? Why?
The one thing you could say about CM Punk and the whole situation, first of all, they're both what Punk did was was very unprofessional. He shouldn't have put his hands on a fellow employee. Tony Khan had every right to fire him in those circumstances. You don't put your hands
Yes,
on an
absolutely.
employee. And from what the looks
Right.
like, it doesn't look like Jungle Boy really instigated it physically. It more looked like either Punk shoved him or maybe Jungle Boy shoved him, but we couldn't see Jungle Boy
Punk
shove
says
him.
he choked him a little. Punk says I didn't hit him.
Yeah,
I just choked him.
he says he doesn't throw any punches, but kind of shoved him. So
Yeah. So it just
neither
and
of
then
them
they
are
had
saints out of
to come
this.
out and cut a promo against the Young Bucks, asking why they would do that.
And then they had
Yeah,
Will Ospreay come
nothing
out.
about this makes sense, but
Then they had Will Ospreay come out,
yeah, that guy.
and he's like,
And
"Oh,
he
you know, Triple
made
H, he always he always on top because he slept with Stephanie McMahon."
yeah, it has nothing to do with the years of hard work he put into his career, right? He put hard work into
It
getting
definitely,
over, getting popular with the crowd, and yeah, it didn't help. It did
like,
help. It didn't help. It did help that he
yeah.
was sleeping with Steph, but that wasn't the main reason why he was put in the position he was put in. Okay, it just didn't hurt.
And poor, poor
Look at the
fucking.
hard work that man put in,
I
and
know
look at the
this is
hard work he
gonna.
continues to put in. Go
I know
ahead.
this is gonna annoy Frank. This is gonna annoy Frank, but people are describing this as WCW 2000 and comparing how bad this
Uh,
segment was to it.
you know what?
And
I'm
the
gonna
look on
actually.
Schiavone's. You see Tony
Yeah,
Schiavone's face after the segment.
yeah, he was doing this.
He's doing the
Yeah,
same exact pose as he did after the Bash of the Beach.
but no, I
He's
will
like,
say
fuck.
I will say this. At least WCW in 2000 was somewhat entertaining. This, not it at
Yeah,
all.
this is just more sad than it is entertaining.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's downright pathetic on everybody. On
The
oh, it's
the
pathetic
one
on. Go ahead.
the one guy who comes out of this looking good is Samoa Joe.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Even
was like,
Chris Hero's in the video and he's doing like I don't know. But comment down below what you thought of AEW uh, Wembley backstage footage. Comment down below what you guys thought about that. Before we get to the main show, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you don't, Mr. McMahon, please tell them what'll happen.
Yeah, fired. Just like
Give us a
CM
good
Punk was. Ah!
There we go. There it is.
You'll be
There
you'll
it
be
is.
fired, just like CM Punk.
Facts. And CM Punk might also come and grab you by the throat. Choke you a little. But let's get to the
I'm
show. Survivor
I'm fearing
Series.
for my life.
Let's get to the show. Survivor Series 2019 took place on November 18th, 2000. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It took
19.
place November 24th, 2019, at the
Yep.
Rosemont, at the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. 13,271 people were in attendance. Boy, oh
Ironic.
boy. I'm sorry?
It's funny how they ran this show like in Chicago, and at that point, and even now, really, Chicago was kind of synonymous with AEW, especially back when it just started.
Yeah. We had we it was a battle of the brands type deal. It was Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. And boy oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, this is a pay-per-view I suggest everybody go and watch. Hang on a sec. What's going on here? As I as good as I can get. Really? All right. Sorry, I'm messing with the poster there, folks. I apologize.
I'm gonna
But yeah,
keep
like I
track on how
said,
many
it took place.
people. I'm gonna keep
On how many
track on
people
how many
what?
people. I said I'm gonna keep track on how many people from this card ended up either in TNA or AEW
Oh, I, I
since
I'll
this
tell you. So
since this show.
on the pre-show we had Dolph Ziggler, who's now in Impact Wrestling. I'm sorry, TNA
TNA.
Wrestling, and
That's
Robert
one
Roode
TNA.
defeating the Street
Uh,
Profits, winning a 10-team battle royal. So in his battle royal was the
okay.
Forgotten Son, Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake. I believe Steve Cutler is in AEW. I mean, is in TNA as well. I could be wrong on that. Um, Lucha House Party, Grand Metalik, and Lince Dorado, who representing SmackDown. The Forgotten Sons representing NXT. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder representing Raw. Of course, we know where Zack Ryder is. He's killing it in the Indies, just doing
Yeah, I was about to
fantastic
say
stuff.
Zack Ryder's everywhere except for WWE.
He's actually also in TNA, so there you go.
Yeah.
Imperium, who need a tag team championship run. I hope they beat Miz and R-Truth down the road, because that'd be great. Um, they represent NXT. Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tucker, poor Tucker, representing SmackDown. Breezango, Fandango, and Tyler Breeze
Yeah.
representing NXT. Otis and Tucker representing SmackDown, in case I didn't say that. Revival, FTR, representing SmackDown. Of course, we know where Revival is. They are at AEW. Challenging
Oh
for the
God.
AEW Tag Team titles. Yeah.
Poor,
Then the
poor
OC.
Tucker. He'd be.
Am I delayed on your part?
FDR.
I think I'm delayed on you right there, pal.
What?
I think I'm a little delayed because you're just now hearing Tucker and FTR, and I said that a while
Yeah.
ago.
Slight delay.
Hmm. Why don't you close your thing and come back and see if that works? See if that works. And while we do that, so like I said, um, um, the Revival and the OC, and of course, like I said, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, they win the whole enchilada. So they win a 10-team battle royal on the pre-show. Then we go to another pre-show match. Leo Rush representing NXT defeating Akira Tozawa representing Raw and Kalisto representing SmackDown in a triple threat match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Fast-paced action, of course. You would expect that. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
We're live again.
Yep.
There was a little bit of a delay on the last one there. I don't know what was going on. Did you have any thoughts on the Battle Royal?
I thought the match was fine. It's funny to see the revival in WWE, considering how miserable they were.
And how miserable they probably are in AEW now. Think about that.
No, they love AEW.
You think?
Oh yeah, it's great.
And then I talked about that triple threat cruiserweight championship matches, fast-paced action. Leo Rush retains the cruiserweight title. So there's that.
Leo Rush. Oh my god.
One more pre-show match. The Viking Raiders, representing Raw as their Raw Tag Team Champions, defeated the New Day, representing SmackDown. And by the way, representing the New Day were Big E and Kofi Kingston. They were representing SmackDown as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And the Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, who are now both, I believe, in AEW. But at this time, they were the NXT Tag Team Champions, and they were representing NXT. Viking Raiders. Poor Kofi, yeah. Viking Raiders, they win the whole thing. Congratulations to them.
I mean, think about this. This is 2019, right? So SmackDown would have been on Fox at this point?
Yeah.
Yes. So Kofi Kingston was fucking WWE champion less than a month ago. And now he's on the fucking free show.
Was it a month?
Yeah, because SmackDown debuted in October on Fox.
Yeah. Because what?
Because SmackDown debuted on Fox in early October.
What?
SmackDown debuted on Fox in early October.
I got you. I'm sorry, your thing kind of cut out for a sec, but there we go. I heard you. Yeah, no, that sucks for Kofi, but I mean, at least he's on the show somewhat. Then to open the show, it's a 5-on-5 Team NXT. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Io Shirai, and Toni Storm. Defeating Team Raw's Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Sarah Logan. And Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, and Nikki Cross. And we talked about this in the preview for this episode, but all of Team NXT minus Toni Storm is still in WWE. All of Team Raw is still in WWE, and 1, 2 of Team SmackDown are still in WWE.
It's boss time.
Yeah. She's in AEW as the CEO.
Yeah, she's being paid a lot of money just to not wrestle. It's great for her.
Pretty much.
She's Monet.
Mercedes Monet. Yeah.
She's already counting down. She's already counting down the days to WWE.
Facts. She said she wants to get back there. So.
Exactly. She's getting paid all this fucking money. She's like, I'm going back to WWE. Don't you worry.
As soon as I get the money, I'm out this bitch. Yeah. Of course, Dana Brooke is in TNA as Ash Elegance, which
is she as shit as she is in TNA as she was here?
Yeah, pretty much. But her name is actually Ashley, so Ash Elegance. I actually kind of dig that. That's kind of cool. Gets to use her name. Oh, Ash by Elegance. That's her TNA name.
Yeah, this was during that era when Vince McMahon saw a blonde and said, "Wow, I gotta bring you up to the main roster. I don't care if you can't wrestle for shit. You look hot. It really turns me on.
You're blonde. You're hired. But Vince, I don't want to be hired. I don't give a fuck.
Do you think I only hired Sasha Banks because she would look good blonde?
Facts. Then we go to Roderick Strong. Not defending, but Roderick Strong, your NXT North American champion, so he's representing NXT, defeating AJ Styles, who was the United States champion over on Raw, and Shinsuke Nakamura, who was the Intercontinental champion on SmackDown. Pretty solid match here. You can't go wrong with this one.
No, it was a very good match. It sucks that AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura just have literally no chemistry in WWE.
Yeah, you'd think they would, but and Sami Zayn was also in the corner of
That's
Shinsuke
right.
Nakamura, so he was a corner man here in 2019.
Yeah,
So,
I was gonna say poor Sammy, but he was pretty good.
Yeah, he turned out to be okay in the long run. He's now your current Intercontinental champion, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, funny how that works.
Yeah. Then we have Adam Cole, baby,
Adam Cole, baby,
defeating Pete Dunne to retain the NXT Championship match. Now, how did this happen? Well, because the night before, Pete Dunne defeated Damian Priest and Killian Dane by pinfall in a triple threat match. So this was the night before, so Pete Dunne was a bit beat up in this match.
But I think you mean Butch.
No, he was Pete Dunne. He wasn't
his
Butch.
Name is Butch. You will like his name. His name is Butch.
No,
it is not.
Do it.
It's not Pete Dunne. Think about how many syllables you had to say there. Instead, it's just I'm Butch.
Butch. No.
Butch. I'm not doing Butch. Butchie.
I'm not messing with Bush. I don't rock with that name at all. I actually didn't even like the name Gunther at first. It took me a while to get warmed up to that name. You got a train coming by or something?
Far off the distance.
I can hear it.
It's A Train. Oh my God! It's Albert.
No.
It's a running.
There we go. It's a running. Then we go from that match to the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Oh boy. Rest in peace to Bray Wyatt, man. That man was a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Did you watch his documentary on Peacock?
No, I don't want to be depressed.
When I watched the promo for the documentary, I sobbed. Just watching the promo, I started sobbing, right? And I didn't even cry when I found out he died. I was just in shock. But when they did the documentary, when they did the promo for that, I broke the fuck down, man. It was I was so my pillow was soaked. That's how hard. I mean, cause damn, lost too soon. And I even texted my mom. I'm like, Mom, I really need a hug right now. And she's like, Why? I told her, and she goes, Oh, I'm sorry. And I never got that hug, but that's okay.
Yeah, here's the thing with the Fiend. So, personally, I always liked the character. I know it kind of got shed on, and kind of rightfully so towards the end, because by 2020, it was kind of shit.
It was what?
It was kind of when they had him come back as the burned Fiend, and then have him lose to Randy Orton because Alexa Bliss
Yeah,
started puking
that's
out.
when it got. That's when it got stupid.
Yeah, and here's the thing with Bray Wyatt's ideas. Very creative guy, very smart. His mind was just so amazing. But at the same time, not every idea that he had should, have been got done fully, because even the best minds have duds, and to them, they'll think that their duds aren't duds. They'll think that their ideas are like, oh, this is gonna be such a good idea. I can't wait to see how this is executed. Like for example, we're gonna get Uncle Howdy or whatever character Bo's gonna do. That's coming up within the next couple of months.
Yeah, I agree.
And
and not
and that's
everybody should have. Go ahead.
and that's gonna be a really cool gimmick. The problem with that gimmick, though, is, are people going to feel obligated to like the Uncle Howdy character or whatever character Bo's doing, because it probably came from Bray's mind? Like, are we going to feel obligated to be like, even if it's like really shitty? Who knows?
Because cheered anyway, because it's tribute to Bray Wyatt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like the catch-22. Like, when does our
agree.
When does the good feelings for the character because of Bray end? Because if you remember, the only time we saw Howdy was in that fucking Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
Yeah,
and he jumped from the fucking thing and crushed LA Knight.
What was on the announce table? Because there was like something on there.
It was like glow sticks, or it was something. It was Mountain Dew Pitch Black. You had to watch the match. You had to drink a Mountain Dew Pitch Black to understand fully what was going on.
Okay. Well, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. He winds up losing, or he finds up defeating Daniel Bryan to retain the United States Championship here. And then Daniel Bryan would go away for a while.
Even the Universal title.
What did I say?
U.S.
Sorry, he would retain the Universal Championship.
He's already being Nakamura.
And then Daniel Bryan would go away for a while, learn a new hold, come back with a new clean look.
So here's the thing about the Fiend, which was always not always picked up on by people, but I always enjoyed it. Whenever the Fiend got done with somebody, that person would change in some way.
That's true, because I remember when he feuded with the Miz was the baby face, and then after he feuded with him, Miz turned heel. So
and even Seth Rollins went from the workhorse champ who everyone loves, and then after he got done with the Fiend like corrupted his soul, and after tonight is when he finally fully turned heel. But the thing with Seth is that it was kind of a mixture of him putting his foot in his mouth around this time outside of the ring. So
I do remember the Raw after this Survivor Series where Punk basically screamed at all of his teammates and the entire Raw roster and said that everybody's let him down and he was the word, blah 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 blah. And
that's where the start of the Savior, the Messiah, started, and that started the downfall of Seth Rollins' character. He hasn't been the same since.
And no, but you know what? The character he has now, and props to Seth Rollins for all the work he put in at WrestleMania last week. A lot of people were going to give Roman and Cody some props, and rightfully so. But put some respect on Seth's name.
I'm just remembering Seth Rollins because I was able to see a replay of him interfering on night 2. He showed up, he dyed his hair, he put on the Shield gear, and he got Superman punched just before he could do anything. Then he gets back up and he gets blasted by a fucking chair. It's like, what a fucking shit night for him. He loses his world title to open up the night, and then he gets fucking blasted by a chair and Superman punch.
He stayed true to his promise, though, to Cody Rhodes. He said, "I will be your shield,"
Yeah, that
and
almost
he
didn't work out
was.
though, because if Roman had hit Cody, then that wouldn't have really worked out in the end.
True.
Seth was really Seth was really banking on Roman holding a grudge.
Well, speaking of Seth, his match is next. Team SmackDown: Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, King Corbin, Mustafa
Oh
Ali,
God!
and Shorty
Oh
G
dear! Oh,
representing SmackDown.
don't you mean
Defeated
Chad
Team
Gable?
Ross. Yes, Chad Gable. Defeated Team Ross, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Ricochet. And it should be noted that Team SmackDown's Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, King Corbin, and Chad Gable are all still in WWE. Team Raw is Seth Rollins, actually all of Team Raw is still in WWE. And NXT, Champa, Tommaso Ciampa, Damian Priest, and Walter are all in WWE, while Matt Riddle is in MLW, and Keith Lee is in who knows where Keith Lee is.
AEW.
AEW. Okay, we'll say that for now. Uh,
Yep. You know, talk
great
about how,
match here. I love this. I love. Go ahead.
people talk about how bad WWE is in 2019, and here's a prime example. We got King Corbin. That's a very big reason why WWE sucked in 2019. Shorty G, Chad Gable being wasted as with the name Shorty G.
Mm-hmm.
We got Keith Lee, who got on NXT, shit up WWE main roster. Just
yeah, this facts. Look, and Roman Reigns was not in his final boss stage yet. He was kind of the guy that was just a company man. I don't know if this was before or after the dog food bullshit. But
no. This was right before the fucking the emphasis, the peak of just awful WWE. The pandemic was literally saved this fucking company, and I don't like to admit that, but it's the truth.
Facts, yeah. And next match, Brock. And I want you to do it. Do Brock Lesnar's intro as Paul Heyman.
Was he the champion? Yes, he was the champion, right? Yes, he was WWE
He
champion.
was.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE champion, Brock Lesnar.
Fantastic. I love to hear it. And he beats like a drum Rey Mysterio in a no holds barred match to retain the championship. Boy, oh boy. Dominic got involved. Oh boy. This was just kind of a whatever for Ray, wasn't it?
This was Dominic before he knew how to wrestle. This was Dominic when he was training to wrestle.
Yeah. And he still got his ass whooped.
Yeah. I don't know when the Saudi show was, but do you remember Brock Lesnar versus Kane?
Was that a Saudi show?
Cain Velasquez.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Yeah, 5 out of 5.
This man said I get a 5 out of 5. Okay.
5-star match. WrestleMania didn't have any 5-star matches, but Kane versus Brock, 5 out of 5. Brock finished the story.
He finished the story. Okay.
He got his win back. He got his win back against Kane for last credits.
Okay, buddy. Okay. Then in the main event, for some reason this was the main event. Shayna
Because
Baszler.
2019 was the year of the woman.
Yeah, I guess. Shayna Baszler representing NXT defeated Becky Lynch representing Raw, and Bayley representing SmackDown. And Shayna Baszler was the NXT Women's Champion, Bex the Raw Women's Champion, and Bayley the SmackDown Women's Champion. Good solid match. I don't know that this needed to be the main event. I would have replaced this one. I would have switched this one with the men's Survivor Series elimination match. That's just me.
Well, you see, because 2019 was the year of the woman because they main evented WrestleMania.
Right.
Did they main event the Rumble? I think they might have main evented the Rumble too, and then they were main evented Survivor Series.
Maybe, I don't know. They could have. I don't recall the first ever women's Rumble took place in 2018. I believe.
18, yeah.
Yeah.
And Becky won this one because she went on to WrestleMania.
Facts, and she won. So, any closing thoughts on this show?
I think overall it was a good show.
Yeah.
Great show. Is that better?
Solid show. Fantastic show. Love the respect between Roman and Keith Lee there. That was kind of cool. That little fist bump that they did. That was just.
Oh yeah. They have big things planned for that.
Yeah, and then Roman Reigns, he would during COVID go away for a while, learn a new hold, stay away
the Bearcat.
People.
Yeah,
What?
the Bearcat. The Bearcat, Keith Lee, and the Roman.
Was that your puppy barking there?
Yeah, that was a puppy. Yeah,
You got a dog?
No, I don't got a dog. I have fucking cats.
Oh.
A bark lark. It's not a puppy. I don't have dogs. You think I got dogs?
You just said it was a dog barking.
I don't got no big dogs.
Oh.
I acknowledge one though.
So, what's the next show you and me are going to review? I'm going to let you choose.
Well, I know the next show that me, you, and Frank are reviewing is WrestleMania 17. Eventually,
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll get to that. That masterpiece.
I'll probably talk to Frank tonight, honestly, about it.
So I get to pick this show. So I could go a very interesting route. I could pick a bad show to continue this torture fest with you and me.
But
or I could pick a good show.
This wasn't a torture show.
I know. I said I could. My show, because my gimmick is I picked the worst fucking shows, the most dark side of shows. But I think I will go with a more gentle show, a show that you might actually enjoy.
Okay.
We are going to review Backlash 2006.
No. Try again.
What? Come on. Let it turn around review 06 Backlash. You don't want to review Shawn Michaels. Oh, not Shawn Michaels. You want to review Triple H, John Cena, and
you almost just gave away the whole fucking thing, dude. Just I know what Backlash 06 is. That's the one where Shawn Michaels is. Let's call it a mystery partner.
Shawn had a uphill battle.
Yeah.
He had a partner. I don't know why his partner didn't show up.
Just take a look at the rest of this card that we're going to review because of you, Tro.
We get Carlito versus Chris Masters, Kane versus Big Show,
Matt Hardy versus MVP for the U.S. Championship.
You're looking at 08.
I am?
Yeah.
Damn it.
MVP wasn't even debuted yet.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Carlito versus Chris Masters. Umaga
versus Ric Flair.
Trish Stratus versus Mickey James. Rob Van Dam versus Shelton Benjamin. Both the Intercontinental Championship and the Money in the Bank contract were on the line. Big Show versus Kane. Mr. McMahon and Shane McMahon versus Shawn Michaels and to be determined. And John Cena versus Triple H versus Edge for the WWE Championship.
I wonder who Shawn Michaels' partner is.
That's going to be interesting to find out.
Yeah, maybe
Ladies and gentlemen,
look if you look up to the sky and you might find him.
Rey Mysterio. Who's that jumping out the sky? Whoa, relax.
I don't know, just ask Randy. If I guess that he wouldn't be up above
relax,
to Randy or
relax.
According to Randy.
Relax. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in next time for the Backlash 06 review. And since he wants to do Backlash 06, I got another show for him to review.
Look, I think this is actually a good show. It just has that one match on it.
Okay. Well, then that being said, guess what we're going to review after Backlash 06?
What?
We're going to take it back to 2011.
Oh, boy.
Do you remember the time R-Truth was taken seriously?
I have a bet here. Is it going to be Capital Punishment 2011?
Capital Punishment 2011, baby.
Oh, what fun.
I could torture you too, bro. You want to play this game?
I wasn't trying to torture you. Backlash is a good show. It just has that one Shawn Michaels.
And maybe Capital Punishment's a good show.
Yeah, it's bad main event. Has an interesting main event.
So, Tro, before we get out of here, please tell the people what to do and what will happen if they don't do it.
You see that bell icon down below? It's right next to the subscribe button, which you should click if you're not already subscribed. Click on that bell, ring it like the Liberty Bell, because if you don't, I have 2 words for you. You're fired.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, till next time, he's Tro, he's outside. I'm CJ, I'm inside. We out of time, so we out.